my friends, good afternoon. Sunday afternoon in Belgrade. I would say a typical autumn day. Not rainy. Maybe there were some, only few drops of rain in the morning or during the night, but when I woke up I saw that the streets are relatively wet. But now not so much, however relatively cold, 3 degrees Celsius. We'll be currently at Autokomanda. We'll be driving to Vojvode by using the street of Vojvode Stepe Stepanović, the famous Serbian Vojvoda, only one of the 4 generals that ever won that prestigious title. But I'm not going to talking about Vojvode Stepe because today is the day of Republic. Danas je Dan Republike. The day, the one, if not probably the greatest holiday of my childhood. Well, New Year's Eve was practically to me always the greatest because of the fact that it was always coupled with some nice things, and it was celebrated the same as 29th of October, 2 days. In fact, now that 29th of October, I believe, if I recall correctly, it was celebrated for 2 working days, or maybe 1 now. New Year's Eve was celebrated for 2 days. 1st of May was also celebrated for 2 working days. And somehow I did not recall any other celebration, to be honest. I'm not going to take this street, but Vojvode Stepe. 2 days celebration, no, that was it, I believe. 29th of November was in Serbia, in all ex-Yugoslavia, was known for the svinjokolj, or slaughtering pigs, because in rural areas of Serbia, and practically more or less every resident of urban areas, urban towns, has some relatives in the village, and this was traditionally time when, except for my family, we didn't have any. Practically almost no relatives in the village, and this is somehow something that I missed from my childhood. My uncle had some weekend house in one village around my hometown, at halfway to the peak of the mountain, close to my hometown. And this is where I had some close contact with the village life. However, that was not really the feeling, because we did not have pigs, for instance. So about this tradition of svinjokolj, or slaughtering pigs, this was also traditionally the time when not only you slaughter pigs that you were growing for a good part of the year, but also preparing some specialties like čvarci, even sausages, bacon, something of that kind, smoked meat, etc. Čvarci, the preparation of čvarci is something that I did have the chance to witness it a few times in my life, because some of our neighbors were doing it, not in the village, but we were living not really in the center of my hometown, but a bit of the suburb, and in front of their house they were doing it. It is it is I don't know what to say. It is something, I mean, worth seeing at least once in the life. You practically heat up by open fire a huge pot where you put pieces of meat, but mostly the fatty pieces. In essence, mostly fat. And then this goes for some period of, I cannot say frying, but okay, essentially it is frying. And then when practically almost the entire quantity of fat melts, then the remaining pieces of meat, small pieces of meat, you put it in the press and you squeeze the remaining fat out of these pieces of meat to the extent possible, of course. And this is how you you put them to cool down, to chill a bit, and then you have czwarci. And then there were also other specialties that I never liked, such as pihtije, kavurma, I don't know, krvavica or whatever. I mean, but okay, czwarci I like, especially if they are really small. And then there are some parts of Serbia where they prepare it a bit differently. These are the so-called duvan czwarci. They also add, as far as I managed to understand, they also add milk in the process, and then they keep stirring throughout the entire period. You have to stir, of course, anyhow, but they stir it even more than it is usually required. And then you get something like tobacco shaped. You only get small, very tiny strings of meat, and you really dry them, I mean squeeze them very well to get the remaining fat. And I don't know what else do they do, because this is very typical for Western Serbia, not so much for the other areas. And yeah, then you get this kind of duvan czwarci. I mean, literally translated, it means tobacco czwarci. Okay, that much for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon again. Bye bye.